Hey, hey, hey. Marieanne here, the Crochety Clogger. Thanks for joining me today. Today is Tuesday, December the 5th. And I'm walking. Yes, indeed. There's that, I don't remember, whatever. By the dumpster. Lovely. Anyway, there's a church right up the road from my house. And they have a walking track around their parking lot. And nice benches to rest should you need. Anyway, I got my husband's custom made, nothing to it, Abacus hanging on my pocket. I've made 2 laps thus far. No, wait, no. I just passed it 3. I'm not trying to cheat. I've done 3 laps so far. So, according to this sign up here, husband's calling. I'll call him back. According to this sign up here, 7 laps around the parking lot is a mile. Am I going to make that today? I don't know, because this is my first, inspiration. Get my body going and all that good stuff. Oh, that's a lot of, after discussing the health of my teeth and gums with my dentist this morning, my new dentist, that's inspired me a little bit. But anyway, okay, so I don't know, you know what I'm trying to say. Here come the cars. We're up near the road now, obviously. Okay, so I'm gonna keep walking. And talking. And when I get home, we'll do the Advent tasty thing. But I might piece this together because I was kind of hoping to have my I was, because today's Tuesday, for heaven's sake. What hat's next in the Bod Hat Palooza? I was hoping to have my this week's or last week's bod hat done. I'm almost done. I got like 2 more rows and then I got to cinch her up. Oh, there's another lap. Alright, so I've made 4. So that's slightly over half a mile. Anyway, okay. And tonight I'm going to me and Mr. C and our friend Rodney. He loves a parade. So he wants to go to a local parade that's a nighttime parade in Lexington, I think, North Carolina, which is not like 15 minutes from here. And so I love nighttime Christmas parades. I'll try to get some footage, but that'll be in a later video this week. Oh, and then for work, I have to do the Christmas parade where I work in Pittsburgh, North Carolina. That's coming up next week. Well, that's Sunday. So I'll probably have a little bit of footage from that too next week. Okay, so my arms are getting tired. I'm going to see if I can make at least 7 laps, a mile, and I'll be happy. My arm's getting tired of hanging out up here though. So anywho, we'll see you in a little bit when we go taste some more cheese, please. See you in a minute. Don't leave. Stay tuned. Okay, back home. But before we eat some cheese, or before I eat some cheese, I finished up the hat for Bod Hat Palooza real quick. Now, if you remember, I decided I was going to use the yarn I bought on, I think it was Black Friday or Cyber Monday or something. Anyway, I was going to use that yarn, the limited edition, and I didn't bring a bottle of it in here, sorry. The Line Brands limited edition, like, this was the premium, okay, and it's in the neutral colors, which was like that's what I have left, just like an off-white color, cream, off-white, whatever you want to call it. A little bit lighter than my couch. Well, a lot of bit lighter than my couch. Okay, so, and this was, as I said before, this yarn was reviewed. I have not watched many reviews on video. I haven't watched a lot of video reviews, just one. And I read some of the reviews before I bought it, right there on the Lion Brand, you know, in the description. You keep going, you get reviews. And the reviews there, a lot of them were good. But my thing was, I wanted to find out for myself how it crocheted up, how it, you know, worked. And here's my opinion. I like how it feels when I crochet. The yarn, when you, well, here's the hat. It's just that basic. This was this week's Bod Hat-a-Palooza, or last week's, I should say, Bod Hat-a-Palooza hat. I mean, I like it. I liked doing it. And I do want to talk about this pattern a little bit more before, but let me talk about the yarn. I hope I don't forget to talk about the pattern. I like the way this yarn feels. When you're going into the stitches, you can really feel it on your hook. And I know a lot of visually impaired crocheters can identify. This is a yarn you don't have to look at to work with it, with the exception of the fact that it is it's weird that I say that, and at the same time I say it's kind of a loosely spun yarn, or the plies are kind of loose. Is that what people mean by splitty? I didn't encounter that with my hook at all. I didn't encounter it being splitty with my hook at all. What I mean by that is like, oh, here's a place. Okay, if you've ever done like anything with embroidery floss, like cross stitch, or embroidery, needlepoint, whatever. And you know that when you use embroidery floss, there's usually, I think there's 6 plies, right, to one floss. And you have to separate those plies, because a lot of times the instructions for what you're working on will only require 2 plies. So you have to separate them. And this is what reminded me of that. I'm going to show you the end of this. I've got one piece here that I'm going to use for something else. But see what I'm talking about? It comes apart quite easily. Quite easily. But as you are, and it's a 4-weight, as you are working with it though, you will run across this. And that's due to the fact that it's so loosely spun. I would think that you'll run across some plies that have been broken. So yeah, that's what's not good about this yarn. But hey, you get what you pay for, right? This was on sale, 9 for $9 on Lion Brand. And you know what? It's okay. I really do like the way it feels when I crochet with it, because it's just like the loops are so, you can feel them. I don't know. I can't explain that. And I mean the feel of the actual yarn, is okay with me. And in the one review that I did see, dyes in yarns make a difference in how it feels. If this were a different dye other than this natural color, maybe it would be rougher, but I see nothing wrong with it. And as there's one of my hairs in there. There, it came out easy. That's good. I don't know. I like the way it fits. It's a basic, nice, warm thing. Okay, let's talk about the pattern. The other thing about the yarn is I want to see how it washes up. Yep. Okay, so I know I'm talking a lot, but I don't know. This is something I've always wanted to do a video about. I'm kind of killing a lot of topics in one video here. Bear with me. So this pattern I have seen, okay, it's probably been a year ago, maybe even longer than a year ago. Dory did it, and I'm thinking of you. Love you. Hope you're doing okay, Dory. she sent me a bunch of things that she'd made, not specifically to send to me, but things that she'd made over the years and collected, and well, my phone cut off on me, or my camera. I had to make some space. Okay, back to where was I? Yes, so Dory had sent me a lot of things that she'd made and stored up and didn't know what to do with it. But anyway, sent it to me so I could take it to the Baptist Children's Home just down the road, which I did. And of course I did a video on that. It's been a long time, like I said. But my point is, she had made, there were quite a few hats in there like this. Oh, and the sun is coming in at this point and really, but anyway, yeah, so I'll try not to lean forward. So, anywho, I was interested in what she made, and I had to ask her because she had, like, there were stripes, right, of color, different colors. I could tell that it wasn't a self-striping yarn. So, and of course, I did not know at this time about this pattern by Bod, but anyway, I wrote down, she told me how to do it, and I wrote it down, and, that's what I did. Before we picked this Bod Hatapalooza, I did it for those craft fairs I did several weeks back, or at least I tried it. And I failed. I feel like I failed. Here's what I did. Now, I didn't quite do the same exact pattern. Stitch, I think I did a single crochet and a half double crochet rather than this one, which is a single and a double crochet. In the back loop only. The one I did was single crochet in the back loop only and double crochet straight. Not that it, it doesn't matter. But I did the same idea, back and forth, make a panel. But I did the coloring. So every couple of rows, I changed color. And that ended up causing the problem. Because I thought, I'm not cutting the color. I'm carrying my yarn, carrying those colors. So I don't have to have all those ends, right? On one side, I carried them. On the other side, so now, what happened was, you see, my tension on the side where I was carrying the yarn was quite different from the tension on the side where I didn't carry the yarn. And so, I tried real hard to fix it as I seen it happen, and I tried, okay, let's try to keep that even. Nonetheless, it ended up wrong. I thought, I'm going to keep going. So I did cinch up the top. Okay, and so the coloring stripes were just going like this. So I know that was wrong. Although I feel like maybe it would have been okay. I don't know. So that is why I still want to practice, because this hat in stripes is cool looking. I like it. So whatever stitches you use doesn't matter, but to have that in the back loop and have that ribbed and having that with different colors is cool. So that's my intent on what to do with the rest of this yarn. Probably to keep practicing doing this. I don't know, and other things, right? It's a practice yarn. I kind of regret that I bought 18 skeins of them rather than 9. But this is all I have left. And these skeins are 3.5 ounces, 186 yards, or 100 grams and 170 meters. So, pretty much you need a whole one to make a whole hat. So let's say if I changed the color, I could get 2. If I did 2 different colors, I could get 2 hats out of one of these. So I got a lot of this yarn. All right, so I'm still not finished with this yarn. I feel like a lot of people like this type of hat because you just fold it up to where you need it. And honestly, it would make an inexpensive, craft fair item. A reasonably priced craft fair item too, or very good donation beanies. And I still have yet to call the community outreach, which I need that remind me. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to talk about is how this yarn might end up washing up, because I did read some reviews that it washed up quite well. So let's give that a try. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash it on delicate inside a pillowcase by itself with this, well, I'll cut a new piece. And I'm going to tie it up with this yarn. I'm going to tie it up. Okay. I'm going to throw this just like it is, tied up with some yarn into the washer. Now, because I've got it in a pillowcase, I can put some other things in with it. The reason, and we're going to try this. So in a couple of days, in a couple more days, we'll look at it and see. I'm going to wash it just like this with other things. Reason being, in a bag or in a pillowcase, because then it cannot rub up against other things that I'm washing on delicate. Like zip up hoodie. It's got a zipper. I'm going to zip it up before I put it, but it's still got a zipper. It's still got some rough edges. So anything that's crocheted or knit, if it rubs against that, or even just the little rivets on your jeans, other fabrics even, if, can cause it to peel. All of those things, those metal things in your laundry, there's a lot that we don't even think about. Tags. Like, I'd wash this shirt on delicate, but the tags in here would probably, the roughage would cause more and more peeling. So if we want to use, or any yarn, I mean, think about it. If you spend a lot of money on yarn, why risk hurting that garment and making it peel even more? So we're protecting this. Now, can you put other crocheted items in with this? Sure you could, but even those things rubbing against each other is going to cause more peelage. Right? Peels, you know what I'm talking about. Little peels. But anyway, so those are things. And me, am I, no, I'm lazy. I'd probably take this hat and just throw it in. I don't care. Even if it's just for me. But I'm just telling you that this might, let's try it. Let's just try it and see what happens. I think it might be interesting to see how it comes out. I'm going to take some still shots of this hat before I actually put it in the wash, so I can go before and after. All right? So we can do a before and after on it. So anyway, that might be interesting. Again, I like the way it feels. And I like the way it feels when I work with it. When I'm not having to deal with, oh, and that was another thing. That I didn't bring it up, but I was talking about, like, when you embroider or do cross stitch. If you've ever done that, you know what I mean. You know how occasionally your thread would get just like wound like crazy, and you have to hold your needle up, or hold the piece up and let the thread fall down and let it unwind, right? That's what this yarn did to me. I never really noticed yarn doing that. Do you guys? I've never noticed other yarn. I hope y'all know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I have had it, and then as it comes through the fingers that I use, where my yarn goes through my pinky and my forefinger. And sometimes it'll get caught up. It'll get all wound up and caught right there at my pinky, and I have to, like, take and straighten it out. So this happened quite a bit with this yarn, but because it seems to be spun so loose, there you would start having this thing happen, and then you can't, how do you fix that? You can't fix that. But anyway, again, it was cheap yarn, it was cheap yarn. It's okay. Let's see how it washes up. All right. And I'll take before and after shots. So let me get this stuff out of the way. And I'm going to throw that away. And let's have some cheese. So today, let me slide this over. Here's our cheese thing. And we are looking for our cheese advent. And this sun's coming in now. I should have lowered the blind. And we're looking for what? Day 5. Okay, let's see. I got it upside down. I showed it to you upside down. I should have closed the blind before I came back on after my phone stopped Yes, it's recording. I had a fear there for a moment. 5, 15, 16. Come on, where's 4? I mean 5. There it is. I was looking for 4. All right, here's number 5. Let's open her up and see what it is. Can y'all tell? It is, oh boy, more Gouda. Gouda. Aged Gouda. Yay, I love Gouda. I love Gouda. Okay, let's open this up and see. Got my spreader. I like Gouda. That black pepper Gouda was good too. I finished it off. What else did I finish off? Oh, I finished off the mature cheddar. Mature cheddar. Okay. Oopsie. It fell on my little Christmas towel. I love Gouda. And this is aged like a fine Gouda. That's good. Ooh. I'm really liking this Advent. Aged Gouda. Oh, can I have some more, please? More cheese, please. That's good. I haven't had anything to eat today yet. I need to go eat some lunch. Good Gouda. All right. I know this has been a long one, but I've always wanted to do I've always wanted to talk about how to launder your delicate crocheted or knit items. So I kind of, and I'll probably talk about those things again. If you didn't know, I was raised up in a, ladies apparel, basically. Retail ladies apparel. Yeah, my mom had a ladies apparel retail store. Well, in the end, she ended up having her own store. But, I mean, even when she was working for another company, the kid has to tag along to, but that's the way. I mean, it's fine. So I learned about fabrics. I learned about how to care for fabrics. I learned how to fold, obviously, all kinds of things. So I kind of, I know a little bit about it. My mom knit and crocheted, but she knit more than she crocheted. But anyway, enough about that. Let's see how this yarn washes up. I'm really excited to see. Now, it won't be tomorrow's video. I have to work tomorrow, and I will be doing that video, like, right in a minute. Excuse me. So, I got to record things ahead sometimes, especially when it comes to an Advent. But maybe Thursday's video, we will see how the hat washed up. Hey, thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you soon. Bye.